Number 15. Humanoid Creature. Filmed in Romania, this creature is turning fantasy lovers on their head. Redditor Accomplished720 shares footage of what they're calling a humanoid creature. But what kind of humanoid is it? Take a closer look. Redditor Radioactive Girl suggests it's a humanoid of Japanese folklore called a kappa. These creatures are often depicted as mischievous water demons and are small, with features that combine elements of a human and a turtle. They have scaly green skin, webbed hands and feet, and a distinctive bowl-like depression on the top of their heads that holds water, which is the source of their power. The kappa is said to reside in watery habitats, emerging to interact with humans and animals. Known for their pranks, which range from harmless mischief to dangerous and deadly tricks, kappas are notorious for attempting to drag people and animals into the water, where they might drown them. Despite their malicious tendencies, these complex creatures also possess a sense of honor. One of the most famous aspects of kappa lore is their strict adherence to social etiquette. If a person bows to a kappa, it is compelled to bow back, causing the water in its head to spill, which renders it powerless. This vulnerability can be exploited to gain a kappa's favor or to escape from its clutches. In some tales, kappas can be persuaded to befriend humans or to perform tasks in exchange for cucumbers, which are their favorite food. There are even stories of kappas teaching medical knowledge or helping farmers with irrigation in return for respect and offerings. But what would a Japanese creature be doing in Romania? Many in the comments think it's more likely to be a Baba Yaga. This is more geographically likely, as Baba Yaga is a prominent figure in Slavic folklore, and although Romania is not itself Slavic, it's bordered and influenced by Slavic cultures. Baba Yaga's name evokes both fear and intrigue. The fearsome witch or ogress with supernatural powers is said to reside in a hut that stands on chicken legs, allowing it to move around at her command. This hut is often surrounded by a fence made of human bones, adding to her ominous nature. The door to the hut usually faces away from visitors and only turns around when Baba Yaga utters a magical phrase. Her appearance is equally terrifying. She's usually described as an old, haggard woman with a long nose, iron teeth, and bony legs. Despite her grotesque appearance, Baba Yaga is a powerful and wise figure, often possessing deep knowledge of magic in the natural world. In many stories, Baba Yaga plays the role of an antagonist, preying on those who stumble into her domain. She is known for kidnapping children, tricking lost travelers, and testing the bravery and wits of those who seek her out. So, is this a kappa or Baba Yaga? Or is it something else entirely? Redditor XGamerGirl54XX suggests it's neither, writing, "The vehicle looks elongated, so I'm assuming the same happened to the person walking." Some agree, saying it's just an old person hunched over with a cane. But according to the OP, the video was shot in a gated yard, so they don't think an old person would be able to jump the fence. Is this figure actually simply human with the image distorted? Doesn't look like it to me, but your guess is as good as mine. Number 14. Reckoning on the Road. While driving through a forested area on a remote road at night, TikToker Pissed Pasta and her friends encountered something truly terrifying.
What?
Stop. No,
Stop.
I'm not. No.
What the dude?
Bro.
They were soaked.
A woman is on her knees in the middle of the road. Something about her just doesn't look right. The group returns, and they even hear her this time.
There she is.
She's wailing morosely, which has prompted some in the comments to suggest that the figure is La Llorona or a Wendigo. A couple hours later, at around 5 in the morning, the TikToker returns to the spot as dawn is breaking, and they find this.
So she came up from down there. That's had to have been why she was so wet. This was the spot that she had left. I don't know why or what was going on.
According to the OP, the group called authorities. They claim the woman was treated at the hospital, but neighbors are saying she's still hanging around. In a follow-up video, the OP explains what brought them out to this road in the first place.
He says that he saw somebody in the road, and initially I'm like, okay, whatever. So we all get in the car, we all, being my roommate, my other roommate, and me, and we go looking for this person that he thought he saw on the road.
She also explains why they didn't stop for the woman.
This woman looked like she needed our help, so we called the cops. We were not stopping the car. We were not going to put her in our car because this woman was making sounds that didn't even sound human. Like, when I posted in the neighborhood watch about it.
Though she received some info from the police, she didn't learn much about the woman or what happened to her afterward.
So she was treated for cold exposure. She had her car released to her the next day, and that's all the information.
Some in the comments are saying the group should have stopped for her. But although she was probably not a Wendigo or the Weeping Woman, there are many reasons not to. Would you have? Number 13. Being watched. The van life may deliver freedom and adventure, but it's not always fun and games. YouTuber and van lifer Alyssa Vanilla shares this scary footage of a terrifying encounter on her solo van life outing. She hears an ATV approaching. As the camera continues to roll, a strange conversation unfolds.
Water. I have a hose outside that runs all the time. You're willing to stop there, fill your water jugs, whatever you need. And those that.
After being invited to shower at his place, she decides to finish her laundry and pack it in. But then, he returns.
Hi.
You have a guy on the mountain up there that is watching you with binoculars.
Okay, well, that's unnerving. Do you need anything?
No.
Okay.
After the man claims there's another guy watching her with binoculars, Alyssa takes off as soon as the stranger is out of sight. Many in the comments agree that this man was a walking red flag and commend Alyssa for trusting her instincts. Although they say she should have trusted them more urgently and sped out of there right away. Commenters note the stranger's requests for information to see if she'd be missed by anyone, his attempts to gain her trust, and they suggest he was sizing her up. YouTuber Laza Boyce notices something that points to his motive. They write, he talks about the water hose at his house. He used the word willing instead of welcome. He paused after willing, realizing he'd revealed his true intent as not offering free water, but coaxing you onto his property.
If you need water, I have a hose outside that runs all the time. You're willing to stop there, fill your water jugs, whatever you need.
They also believe there was no one watching her from the mountain with binoculars, as he'd claimed. They think he was hoping to ignite fear in her and banking on that fear to then attack. While we may never know this man's motives for certain, this exchange was unquestionably bone-chillingly creepy, and it might serve as a cautionary tale to other solo travelers in far-removed places. Number 12. Bent Neck Lady. In 2012, during the demolition of an old school, a woman was documenting the process with her camera. Later, as she reviewed the photos, one image stood out, sparking a chilling debate. Redditor Red Desert Cowboy shares the photo, where just left of center in a passageway, a mysterious figure appears to be standing amidst the rubble. Brightening the image clarifies the figure. Is it a spectral presence caught on film, or simply a trick of light and debris? Some in the comments suggest it's the Bent Neck Lady. Who is the Bent Neck Lady, you ask? Appearing in the TV series The Haunting of Hill House, this tragic figure is based on Shirley Jackson's novel of the same name. The Bent Neck Lady appears with her head hanging at a grotesque angle. a result of her death by hanging. She haunts the protagonist, Nell, throughout her life, manifesting during moments of distress and fear. Her presence is not just a random haunting. It's deeply tied to Nell's fate and the twisted history of Hill House. The chilling revelation of her identity adds a profound layer of tragedy to the narrative. The bent neck lady is actually Nell herself, caught in a loop of time and trauma. The bent neck lady is more than a horror antagonist. She symbolizes the way trauma can haunt and shape a person's life. While most in the comments are hoping this is a mannequin, others are pretty sure it's a ghost, and 100% sure it's creepy AF. Number 11. Meteorite U-turn. Can a meteorite do a U-turn? That's what TikToker The Weird Shelf is wondering. And this clip has us all asking the same question. Many in the comments are joking that this is Iron Man or some other superhuman entity. TikToker Thunda Rumblin writes, "That's me, every single time I'm about to get my life on track." But jokes aside, could it actually be a meteorite? As it turns out, meteorites cannot perform U-turns once they enter the Earth's atmosphere. This is because, upon entering the atmosphere, a meteorite travels at incredibly high speeds, often tens of thousands of miles per hour. Its path is determined by its initial trajectory and the forces acting on it, such as gravity and atmospheric drag. Due to the laws of physics, specifically inertia and momentum, an object in motion will continue in its path unless acted upon by an external force. While atmospheric drag can slow a meteorite down, it cannot reverse its direction or cause it to pull a U-turn. The immense velocity, lack of external forces to significantly alter the path, and the absence of any internal control system make it impossible for meteorites to perform U-turns, so that rules the space object out. Others suggest that it could be a missile or a firework. Or maybe it really could be a superhero. Number 10. In the yard. Who or what is lurking in TikToker Mandy ASMR 22's yard? A strange figure slowly creeps into view. The figure walks painfully slow, and in the middle of the yard, it turns to pace back. TikToker Bull writes, "I zoomed in double, and I don't think it's a live person, to be honest. After a time, it appears to leave the premises the same way it came." But soon, she's wandering back into view. Soon, a car approaches, and the figure leaves again. This has some thinking it's for sure a person, not a ghost. Marty J writes, "When they hear the car coming, they pick up the pace, trying to get out of the light." Some think it's a person, just trying to scare the OP. Others say it's a ghost wearing a wedding gown who must have died on her wedding day. Is this a Night Stalker or a spirit? Can it be both? TikToker Jenna suggests, Girl, you need salt like yesterday. Number 9. On and off. At 12:53 a.m. in Brazil, a mysterious event unfolded. Redditor Thanatos Science writes that they were in bed, nearly asleep, when the bathroom light beside them flickered on and off twice. Curious, the Redditor went to investigate, finding the switch seemingly normal with no loose connections. But when reviewing the security camera footage, he noticed a faint light briefly illuminating the room, just before the lights turned on and off. This eerie sequence of events left them questioning whether it was a physical anomaly or something paranormal. See for yourself. Here's where the dim light turns on. Then the main light flickers off and on some more. While the top commenter, Competitive Line 92, suggests the issue is rodents chewing through the wires, the OP says there aren't any rodents around these parts. Others suggest it could be faulty wiring, and the OP is in need of an electrician. But the OP doubts it's a surge and says the electrical system is in perfect condition. Redditor Necrol Dre takes it one further, writing, "You can have electromagnetic fields from near objects that are interfering with your electronics. Maybe your cables are deteriorating. Maybe something in your house provoked a short circuit. The first faint light itself might be coming from the bulb receiving a low discharge." The OP explains in the comments that he figured out where the first faint light came from. He says that it turned out to be a reflection from the office. His son mentioned that he thought his father was in the office because the light was on, but no one was there. Intrigued, the OP conducted an experiment, turning on the office light to see if it reflected faintly on the bathroom window from outside. It did, exactly as it had that night. However, the mystery of the flickering lights remains unexplained, leaving the family to wonder if there's more to the story. Is it a ghost? It might be, as lights turning on and off is common when it comes to paranormal activity, and for many reasons. One of the primary reasons spirits might manipulate lights is to signal their presence. In the absence of a physical form, manipulating electrical systems offers a straightforward way to communicate with the living, demonstrating their existence. The flickering of lights can also be interpreted as an attempt to convey a message or express emotions. Spirits might use this method to express distress, joy, or a desire for help, especially if they have unresolved issues or a strong attachment to the location. In some cases, these incidents are linked to specific events or anniversaries, where spirits might use lights to remind the living of significant moments. Due to a spirit's energy-based nature, it makes sense that they'd easily manipulate electrical systems. Ultimately, while the exact mechanisms behind this phenomenon remain mysterious, the consistent reports of this behavior suggest that light manipulation is a common tool for spirits attempting to bridge the gap between their realm and ours. Now, on to the real question. What are they trying to tell us? Number 8. Insect or energy? Is this an insect? Or some incredibly powerful energy? Redditor Rohan Sharma 9 shares this security footage captured in a hallway of their home. Take a look. While at first glance it appears to move like an insect, the speed of the flying object seems supersonic, which is why some in the comments suggest it's Sonic the Hedgehog. A number of others think it's a bug of some kind, although they're split between a fly, a moth, and a dragonfly. Some even think it's a small bird or a bat. Still, there are a few in the comments who believe it's a ball of energy due to the speed and the sudden 90-degree change in its trajectory. However, these believers are few and far between. The aptly named Redditor Bugalo is succinct in their conclusion. They write, "I think the paranormal is real, and I also think this is a video of a bug." Number 7. Next to you. While recording a game night with a friend, Redditor Petonio42 captured an unnerving moment beside him. Watch closely. The thing moves quickly before jerking out of view again. For a moment, he doesn't seem to notice, but then... Some in the comments are wondering if he saw the presence or only felt it. The OP writes that he saw it on his computer screen, as it was bright and moved quite quickly. He says that he decided to post his experience because, despite sharing it with friends and family for years, no one could explain it. He then describes the scenario, writing that while recording his gaming session on a typical night on Discord with a friend in 2018, they were saying goodbye when the tiny, arm-like figure appeared on the left side of their webcam. His bedroom door was locked to prevent his parents from catching them gaming late at night. The windows were closed, and none of his cats were in the room. Initially, he thought it might just have been dust passing in front of the webcam, but there was no wind or airflow in the room. He also thinks the movement was too fast and precise for dust. He was genuinely freaked out by what he saw and immediately stopped recording. After reviewing the footage, he became so distressed that he started crying. His reaction was surprising even to him. He said although he's always been a skeptic, this experience and his sightings of shadow people in this room made him skeptical of his skepticism. Many in the comments do agree that this is unsettling. Whether it's a ghost or not is up for debate. Some are saying it may just be dust close to the lens, but others disagree, saying it looks nothing like any dust particle they've seen. Maybe it's just a computer cord drifting for a moment in front of the camera. But whatever it is, it has left this Redditor and his viewers unnerved. Number 6. Monster on camera phone. A child in Ecuador captured images of a bizarre demon or monster while using his camera phone, leaving his family both shocked and disturbed. Shared by YouTuber Chewify, this video footage is haunting. Don't blink. The child was taking a video of his father at the computer. After filming the tattoo on his father's back, he quickly turned the camera to his own face and then back to his father. Later, upon reviewing the footage, the child noticed the eerie image of another person or monster in the room that hadn't been there during filming. The mother expressed her surprise, describing the image as looking not natural or even futuristic. The father added, "We've heard strange noises around the house before, but we've never seen anything like this." Since the incident, the family has received a lot of attention from their neighborhood, with everyone curious about the mysterious figure that appeared so unexpectedly in their home. Some in the comments think this is a glimpse into another world or dimension that overlaps our own. Others say the monster casts a shadow, so the figure must have been visible to the naked eye. Is this an interdimensional being? A demon? Or can this monstrous entity somehow be explained? You decide. Number 5. Flying object. Blink and you just might miss it. TikToker Amy Not Here shares footage captured in Rio de Janeiro. As she's filming a small statue of Christ the Redeemer, she scans across the larger Christ on the skyline. That's when she sees it.
Va, te cuento que ya llegamos a Colchón y mira, justo estamos acá donde hay un Cristo y atrás está el otro. Y allá hay otro.
An unidentified flying object appears over the large statue. When she spots it, it darts out of view. The object zips away too quickly to be anything of this world. Some in the comments say it's edited in. Others believe the extraterrestrials must be curious about our monuments. What do you think this is?
Y atrás está el otro. Y allá hay otro.
Whatever it is, it's about to beam us up. Number 4. Unexpected Visitor. While out bow hunting in Banff National Park in Canada, two friends encountered something of ancient lore. YouTuber Sunny Vitor shares the trail cam footage. Keep your eye on the top left corner. The pair had set up their trail cam after hearing something moving around near their camp on their first night hunting. They thought it might be a bear, so as a precaution, they placed their camera in view of their tent the next day before setting out for their morning hunt. Then they left it there through the night, which was when it first triggered around 2 in the morning. Although nothing appeared at first, about 10 minutes later, the mysterious creature was captured. And of course, it has everyone asking, is that Bigfoot? Banff National Park is no stranger to tales of this elusive creature. Nestled in the rugged Canadian Rockies, Banff's dense forests and remote areas provide an ideal setting for Bigfoot sightings, contributing to the creature's mystique in the region. Indigenous tribes such as the Stoney Nakoda and Cree have long spoken of a large, hairy creature that roams the forests. These stories, passed down through generations, describe a creature of immense strength and intelligence, one that is often viewed as a guardian of the wilderness. In the early 20th century, as Banff became a popular destination for explorers and tourists, reports of Bigfoot sightings amped up. This footage adds credence to those many sightings. Maybe the stories are true. Maybe Bigfoot walks among us. Number 3. The Sign. Never challenge a ghost. You'll soon eat your words. Instagrammer Shabazz Says shares this footage of mysterious happenings in his office.
It's the book, isn't it? So this happens a lot. The books go from the shelves to the floor. From the shelf to the floor, just on their own, right? Like, it's just a joke. If there was a proper ghost, you'd give me a clear sign.
And the ghost rises to the challenge.
Just on their own, right? Like, it's just a joke. If there was a proper ghost, you'd give me a clear sign.
Shabazz says this is his old school that was some 450 odd years old. Like hospitals, schools are often hotspots for paranormal activity. Instagrammer Needab83 writes in the comments, always ask the cleaners and caretakers in a school. Every single one of them have stories to tell. And there may be several reasons for this. School environments are often full of emotional intensity, and like in this one, the school buildings may be historically significant. According to Shabazz, this school dates back centuries. Over the years, schools can accumulate a lot of history, including tragic events, accidents, untimely deaths, or even the lingering presence of former students and teachers can contribute to a school's haunting. The rich history of these buildings often creates intrigue, resulting in ghost stories that persist over generations. there's also the probability of unfinished business. Paranormal enthusiasts believe that the emotional residue of childhood may leave its mark. Being that schools are where individuals spend a good chunk of their formative years, spirits may linger due to unresolved emotions or uncompleted goals. A former student who had a tragic end, or a teacher who was deeply connected to their work, might remain attached to the school in the afterlife. Is that what's going on here?
If there was a proper ghost, you'd give me a clear sign.
There's only one way to find out. Challenge accepted. Number 2. Fleet of flying objects. A fleet of unidentified flying objects were captured in a daytime sky over the UK. Shared by YouTuber Redlock943, this footage has many scratching their heads.
That's balloon.
Wow, it ain't.
What is it? It's got a load of little lights. Might be lanterns.
No, it's definitely not lanterns.
Are those spinning round? It's got like...
One of the children suggests that they might be lanterns, but he later says the objects look like they have propellers. As they continue to watch, more of these mysterious things appear.
There's more and more of them appearing. There is.
Is there?
Yeah. About 20 there is.
YouTuber JamesGreen2495 suggests in the comments that these are unidentified flying orbs. Orbs are one of the most frequently reported types of unidentified flying objects. The mysterious spheres are typically described as bright and glowing and vary in size and color, ranging from a few inches to feet in diameter and appearing white, red, orange, and blue. Witnesses often report that the orbs move erratically, much like these, sometimes hovering in place, darting across the sky at high speeds, or performing complex maneuvers that defy our conventional understanding of physics. Theories about the nature and origin of these unidentified flying orbs vary widely. Some researchers theorize that they could be advanced drones or experimental aircraft, while others propose more complex explanations, such as interdimensional beings or probes from extraterrestrial civilizations. Skeptics argue that most orb sightings can be attributed to misidentifications, optical illusions, or camera artifacts. Despite this skepticism, the sheer volume of orb sightings and the consistency of witness descriptions suggest that there is more to the phenomenon than can be easily explained away. Number 1. Top secret teleportation. A restaurant security camera captured a mysterious disappearance right outside its doors. TikToker Mindfunk7 shares this perplexing footage of a potential teleportation. The aftermath of their disappearance unfolds, with many having a delayed reaction to the wholly unbelievable event. But once they do react, it's dramatic. While many in the comments think this is top secret editing, others think it truly is teleportation. Whatever it is. It's too close for comfort.